Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about vendor consignment and customer consignment stock. In vendor consignment, supplier puts his material stock at customer location and immediately he doesn't send invoice to the customer and also he doesn't ask payment for the consignment stock. Generally, this vendor consignment in this vendor consignment, supplier keeps his stock at customer location to increase his business or to minimize his inventory stock or for some promotional activities. Okay? So that's why vendor puts his stock at customer location. And whenever this consignment stock is needed, then customer can consume that stock by owning that stock from consignment stock to own stock, or he can consume the stock for cost center purpose or for order consumption purpose. This vendor consignment stock deals with purchase order process where purchase orders are created with item category K, and this consignment stock data stores in table MKOL, which is special stocks from supplier, and it has special stock indicator K. And this vendor consignment stock you can check in transaction code MMBE or in MB54 or in MB52. On Fury you can check this consignment stock on consignment stock application. Then next is customer consignment stock. In customer consignment, we put our inventory at customer location. With this customer consignment, customer will pay for material only when if he sells our material to his end customer. Once he consumes our material, then only customer will become liable for payment. And this customer consignment process usually deals with sales orders with specific item category for consignment. And this customer consignment stock data you can check in MSKU table. This customer consignment stock has a special stock indicator W, and this stock you can check in a transaction code MMBE or in MB58 and MB52. On Fury, you can get customer consignment stock details in custom consignment and returnable packaging stocks at customer application. So what we'll do, we'll check this table, transaction code and Fury application in system. So what we'll do, suppose if I want to check vendor consignment stock, then I can check that vendor consignment stock in MMBE transaction. Suppose here I am entering material code RM128, plant code 1710, clicking on execute. So on this stock overview screen, here you can check vendor consignment stock. If I double click on this, here okay, we will get vendor consignment stock details. If you want to download vendor consignment stock data, then how you can download? Just right click on this pop-up and click on spreadsheet. With this you can download vendor consignment stock data. Second transaction is MB54. MB54 is display consignment stock. Here I am entering material code, plant code and clicking on execute button. So here system will show that vendor consignment stock, and in the first column it will show the supplier stock, the supplier code. Then You can also check this supplier or vendor consignment stock in MB52 transaction. MB52 is for display warehouse stocks. Here I am entering material code, plant code. Then in special stock section I am selecting special stock checkbox. Here I am entering special stock indicator. For vendor consignment, special stock indicator is K, and here I am just selecting no zero stocks line, clicking on execute. So here it will show special stock indicator and special stock number and unregistered stock quantity 10. If you go to a right side, so supplier column is not showing. So in this case what we can do, you can just go to change layout, and from here you can add supplier field or supplier column in your layout. If you move the scroll bar towards right side, you will get supplier column. So this is how you can check stock, vendor consignment stock on GUI. And if you want to check this stock at table level, then the table is MKOL. This consignment, vendor consignment stock, you can see in MKOL table. Here you can pass that material code RM128, and if you pass plant code, click on execute. So here you will get vendor consignment stock information. And if you want to check this consignment stock in Fury application or on Fury, then we have application called Consignment Stock. If you click on this application Consignment Stock, here you can enter material code RM128, enter your plant 1710, and I am click on execute button. So this is similar to MB54. If you check app ID for this application, it will show MB54. This is the GUI framework application. If you want to download this data, then from here also you can download spreadsheet. Okay. From menu option list, save, file. Here you can select spreadsheet option, click on continue. Okay, and here you can download this data into XLS format, click on OK. Sometimes what happens, this right click spreadsheet functionality, right click option for spreadsheet, I'm going back to GUI screen. If you double click on this, sometimes what happens, okay, for some transaction code, this functionality, right click functionality, is not available for spreadsheet download. So in that case, suppose for MMBE, if you are not able to download data into spreadsheet through right click option, then what you can do for this, the alternative application is MB54 or display consignment stock. So from this display consignment stock, you can download supplier consignment stock data. Now next is customer consignment stock. If you want to check customer consignment stock, then you can check that customer consignment stock in MMBE transaction. Here you can enter your metal code. Suppose here I am selecting metal code as a TG21 and clicking on execute. So here you can see under this plant code, here it is showing customer consignment stock. If I double click on this, okay, here it will show this this stock belongs to this customer. Okay, it's having quantity 16. If you right click on this, here you will get spreadsheet option. If you want to check customer consignment stock, specific customer consignment stock, then you can execute this transaction code MB58. Under this MB58, system will show only customer consignment or returnable packaging stock. So here I am entering TG21 material code, entering plant code and clicking on execute button. So here it will show customer consignment or returnable packaging stock. And from here also you can download data. Clicking on back button. Then you can also check customer consignment stock in MB52 transaction. MB52 you enter material code, plant code, click on execute, and here it will show special stock indicator, special stock number, and if the customer column is not appearing on this layout, then you can add customer column by clicking on change layout button, and here on the right side select customer field and click on left arrow button and click on continue. So with this, that column will appear on your layout screen. So this is how you can check customer consignment stock on GUI screen. And this customer consignment stock data stores in table MSKU. If you go to X16 and enter table name MSKU, MSKU is for special stocks with customer. Here enter your material code and plant code and click on execute. So in this table you will get customer consignment stock data. If you want to check same information on Fury, then you can execute MMBE application display stock overview on Fury, or you can use this application consignment and returnable packaging stocks at customer. You can click here. If you see the app ID for this, if you want to check app ID for this application, and how you can check, go to profile section, click on about button. Here it will show app ID of this application is MB58 and it is a GUI framework application. Here you can enter your material code, plant code and click on execute. So from here you can identify customer stock data, and if you want to download, then just go to menu, click on list, export and click on spreadsheet. This is how you can download customer consignment stock data. So this is about vendor consignment and customer consignment stock. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching and keep learning.